Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest basketball players of all time, but he's still not in my top 10. He's still not in my top 10. No.
Oh my God.
No. A lot of you young fellows don't understand. I mean, there are so many great players that came. Oscar Robertson. You think Kobe Bryant was as good as Oscar Robertson?
No.
I mean, there was a lot of great players that, I never even got a chance to, I'm 38 years old. You never watched Eldon Baylor. I never saw him. I mean, I saw Larry Bird play and Mark Parrish, and you really didn't get to experience the best time of basketball with some of the greatest basketball players of our era. So unfortunately, but hey, listen, Kobe Bryant, you know where I rated Kobe Bryant in my list? I rated him 16.
Yeah, that's pretty disrespectful.
No, it's not. I mean, Kobe Bryant averaged 24 points a game, 6.4 rebounds a game, and about 4 assists. If you want to compare and contrast his numbers to an NBA player right now that is a borderline Hall of Famer, that's Carmelo Anthony. Now, Carmelo Anthony hasn't won. He hasn't won a championship. But you can compare Carmelo Anthony's numbers to Kobe Bryant's. Now, I'm not saying he's Kobe Bryant. I'm not comparing Carmelo Anthony to Kobe Bryant. But that's what I'm saying. When you're looking at some of the players, basketball is completely different now in this era, which has become a more offensive era with Steph Curry shooting those threes and Klay Thompson shooting. It's completely different. So I respect Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest athletes of the last 10, 15 years. I just don't put Kobe Bryant in my top. Shaquille O'Neal changed the game. The Diesel, he changed the game. He was a big man that could dominate the paint the way he did. You're going to tell me that Kobe Bryant was a better player than Shaquille O'Neal at the top of his game?
I think Kobe's better, yeah.
Of course you do. You're a Kobe fan. I'm not going to take a shot at it. You're a Kobe fan. A lot of Kobe fans take shots at me and say, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but it's the truth. If you can compare and contrast the numbers and you look at some of the numbers, even the guys that are in the NBA right now, Klay Thompson, I mean, he has almost similar numbers. Is he better than Kobe Bryant? I wouldn't say he is, but Klay Thompson's looked at as one of the best players in the league. So that's all I'm saying.
Before we get to that, we actually had a guest a couple months ago, Ty Felton, and he was talking about Kobe Bryant at the end of his interview, and then his mother actually came in.
Oh yes,
the Kobe fan too, and her and Errol had a pretty interesting discussion with them.
She wanted to kill me. She wanted to choke me. But that's all right. Just because I don't put Kobe in my top 10 doesn't mean that I don't think Kobe was a great player. I put him at 16. That's high in my book. You should see the players I put in front of him. Some of the greatest of all time. Guys that you probably never even heard of, Lake. So, again, unfortunately, some of you young guys you never really watched or you never really done the background of where the NBA came from and some of these players that we've, that slowly but surely, the Wilt Chamberlains, the Oscar Robertsons, the Bill Russells, all those guys. You can't tell me that Kobe Bryant was better than them. I mean, they completely revolutionized the game. But anyways, this is not about Kobe Bryant. This is about you. I know you talked to our social media manager, Jillian, and I know she told you we're going to ask you some silly questions.
Okay.
And I hope you're ready for this.
I'm ready.
All right. So all the recruits answer these to a T. After we ask you these 3 questions, you have the opportunity to ask us any question you want. You got 3 questions you can ask any one of us or both of us. Are you ready?
Yes.
First question. Boxers or briefs, and why?
Is briefs like the compression ones?
Yeah, you could say that. The compressions around your legs. Yeah, it gives you a little breathing room.
I never wear boxers.
Oh, well, you're smart. You're a really smart guy. It's funny. I talk to all you young guys, and when we were kids, when we wore our cups, the way it was set up, you had to wear it over your boxers or you just wear it butt-ass naked. And it was the worst. It was worse. Now you guys have boxer briefs shaped as jock straps that you can put the cups inside your jock strap. It's awesome. The more it hangs, the worse it is, especially as football players. I mean, come on, man. It's like a speed bag, a boxing speed bag. You know what I mean? Speedy, you know all about that, right?
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right. Question number 2. Your favorite snack to eat before a game and why?
I have to go with trail mix. I just like the taste of it, and it's not horrible for you. It's actually pretty good for you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with trail mix.
Now you like the ones with the M&Ms in them?
Yeah, so it's not the healthiest type. It's got the chocolate and M&Ms, but
Oh, I love them too, man. I used to eat them when I was a kid too. You know what it is, because your coach. I used to love Baby Ruths. So the funny story is, I used to hide my Baby Ruths in the back of my hockey socks, and Before, if I needed a sugar rush, I don't like Gatorade at the time. I didn't like Gatorade or Powerade. I just drank water. So I'd sit in the bench and I would hide myself in the corner and I would start eating a Baby Ruth. I was doing a Mark Sanchez in that time, eating a hot dog on the sidelines. I ate a Baby Ruth
Okay.
in the game. It was very embarrassing. One time I accidentally, I didn't finish it, and I wanted to hide it from my coach, so it stuck to the inner part of my sock.
Oh.
During the game, all the peanuts came out from the sock onto the ice. It was very interesting. I was very surprised that my coach didn't see that. First of all, I couldn't get it off my hockey socks, so I had to throw the hockey socks out. So just a long story of Baby Ruth and my Baby Ruth story. So there you go. Question 3, blondes or brunettes, and why? I know you got a girlfriend.
Yeah, so I got to say blondes.
Oh, you gotta say blondes.
I feel like I would.
What's your girlfriend's name, by the way?
Her name is Carly, and I feel like I'd be in trouble if I didn't say blonde. So.
All right. How long you been with Carly?
Over a year. I say like a year and 2 months or something like that.
Really? Where is she planning to go to school?
She's undecided right now, so she doesn't really know.
And you live in Texas, so do you think that she would go all the way to California to be closer to you, or?
I'm not sure. I hope that she just does what's best for her. So.
Oh, you're a good boyfriend. I like this. Oh, yeah, all right. Now you hear that, Carly? You got a good man. Speedy. We're trying to get Speedy a girl. I don't know. It's taken a while. But one of these days we'll find somebody, right, Speedy?
I don't have as much to choose from as what Lake's gonna have at USC.
Oh,
he has a girlfriend.
No, he's got a girlfriend. He's not. And you can't say anything on live radio. He'll get himself.
Not encouraging it. I know you have a girlfriend.
Why would you do that, Speedy? Why would you do that to this kid? I mean, he's got a beautiful girlfriend, and he doesn't want to throw himself under the bus. There's Thanksgiving tomorrow. He's going to spend some time with her. Could you imagine him tell you that he's got all these beautiful? By the way, I've seen some of the USC girls. They're beautiful. I've been to USC, by the way. I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm just telling you the truth, Blake.
That's a real awkward Thanksgiving now. Thanks, guys.
All right. So ask us whatever you want, Lake.
How long have y'all been doing this for? I think that's my main question.
I've been in this business for 10 years. I used to work at CBS as an executive producer in NBC. I've been on the radio for a very long time. After hurting my knee and my pro sports career was over, I decided that I wanted to do something that really brought sports together in one. And I love entertaining people. I've been all over the world as a DJ. So about 7-8 years ago, after I left NBC and CBS, I decided to start a radio station. And I started one of the popular digital sports radio shows in the country on Twitter. I was the number one and number two ranking for the first 2 years on Twitter. We were drawing about 40 to 50,000 fans. And then we decided to spread the wealth and build a network. It took a while to figure things out and building numbers, but all in all, that's how it started. Speedy he graduated from Connecticut, reached out to me a million times, Lake, before I answered him. And he said he wanted to come and work for me. And he's been working with me ever since. Right now he's in Connecticut with his family for Thanksgiving. It's terrible. I'm producing and doing all the work over here. So I want to smack Speedy when he gets back here. So there you go. Speedy, how long have you been doing it?
You would want to smack me anyway, just because you like it.
Damn right I do.
Yeah, I've been here with this station since August of 2017. I actually came in, like Errol was saying, I did a kind of an air test thing in July of that year. So I've been.
It was terrible, Lake. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But you know what?
That's why I'm still here. I'm stuck here.
I like taking on challenges, and Speedy has grown with us, and he's become a very good worker, not only for the network, but for what we do as a product and what we do putting our product out there. We're on 103.9 here on Long Island. We are one of the big news broadcasting stations on the FM dial, and we're working on something really, really big coming up. So it's been great. It's been a great story, and I'm hoping that in the future, we'll come to your draft class. We'll meet all you great young guys, and I'll become your agent, and we'll move forward with that.
Yes, sir. Sounds like a deal.
Next question, my friends.
Well, I was gonna say how y'all met, but I guess That was kind of through.
You don't want to meet me, man. I actually, you do, because I'm a crazy person. I like to have fun. I like to mess around. I never take anything seriously with my girlfriend, really with life. I just don't take anything seriously.
Just like your top rankings of NBA players. I'm just saying, if you have Kobe at 16, you definitely don't take it seriously.
Oh, stop. Lake, come on, man. I mean, again, you some of these older players you don't even know of. Do you know who Walt Frazier is?
I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not.
Don't you worry.
All right. What's the next question, my friend? Last one.
What came about is like, I want to go interview Lake. Like, how'd that come about?
That's a good question. When I brought in our social media managers and Ricky and Jillian, I told them to reach out to some of the recruits. We've interviewed NFL players and NHL players and NBA players. I've interviewed, you name the athlete or entertainer, musician, I've interviewed them. I've been around them. I've been in the music industry for over 20, 25 years. I mean, since I was a baby, since I was your age, I was in the music industry. And I also, in the sports industry, I've been around. I've interviewed the best athletes, but you recruits really, when interviewing you guys, it really changes my mind of the next athlete. I get to learn a little bit more about you guys. You guys are young. You've never done interviews like this. A lot of these professional athletes, they've done it thousands and thousands of times. So they're like robots by answering the question. You kids, you're not robots. You like to have fun. You like to answer the question in a different kind of way. So when I reached out to Jillian and Ricky, I said, go after the young guys, go after the recruits, the top recruits in the nation. I'd love to interview them. I think they have a lot to give to the world and some of the sports fans out there that would like to get to know them. So,
okay. Solid.
So you're the next. You guys are the next big stars. When it comes to professional sports, and I love the fact, because I could say, I interviewed Lake McRee when he was going into college. He was a high school student, and then when I interview you when you go into the NFL, and I get to see you grow as a player. That's even more exciting to see what you were when we interviewed you in the beginning to now as a professional athlete. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think it's really, really cool. And it gives you guys an outlook to what it's going to be like to interview with some of the best and the brightest broadcasters in the country.
Yes, sir.
So, which, you're talking to one of the greats. So that's all I'm going to say, Yeah. But anyways, before we let you go, why don't you tell the fans how they can find you on social media?
You can follow me on social media. My Twitter is Lake_McRee, and then my Instagram is just Lake McRee, no caps or spaces.
Are you following us, Mr. Lake?
I'm not sure. I don't really check it that often, but I will follow you as soon as I leave this.
Well, you should follow us, man. And you got to download our app. I mean, if you're a sports fan, are you a sports fan?
I'm a big sports fan.
Oh my God, Lake, what's wrong with you, man?
I'll get on it.
I mean, what do you have, an iOS or an Android?
I got an iPhone.
An iPhone. All right. So Speedy will send you the way to search. All you got to do is search us on the iPhone in the App Store, WWSRN, Worldwide Sports Radio Network, WWSRN.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
Speedy will send it to you. I'd love for you to follow us, man. I want to continue. I want you to be a follower of us, and I would love to interview you when you play your first year next year on USC. See how you like the school, see how you like the growth of the team, and where you see the team in the future. And I want you to be a fan of the show, so we can continue getting you on, and in the future maybe being invited and invited to your draft. Your draft class, and by the way, maybe be me being your agent.
All right, yeah, for sure. I'll definitely follow y'all.
You see that, Speedy? He's giggling. He doesn't believe that I can actually get him the best contract possible.
No, you've said that to like 6 other recruits too. So you're trying to.
I am a swift guy, man. When you put me in a room as a salesman, I can get you whatever you want, buddy. So just remember that. Anyways, definitely we'd love to get you back on again if you're interested in coming back on with us.
For sure. Yes, sir.
Now, Kobe Bryant. All right. I'm going to give you, I'm going to help you out. I'll put Kobe Bryant 15. Okay. Does that make you happier?
It really doesn't. I'm not going to lie.
In my top 10. Don't worry, Lake. I'm on your side with that one.
Oh, you see that? He kisses up to you guys. He kisses up to you. All right, Lake. So, but you're 6'5", 225 pounds. You're about 6 inches bigger than me, but I think I'm a little bit heavier than you. So I might have the edge on you on that one. So I don't know if that makes a difference, but
Maybe.